In this video, we will learn how to set up ElevenLabs with Python in 2026 and build your very first AI voice application from scratch. We'll cover everything from creating API key to generating your first AI voice using Python. So if you're a developer, student, or simply curious about AI, integrating ElevenLabs into a Python project is one of the easiest ways to automate voice generation for websites, chatbots, or virtual assistants and other applications. So let's get started. The first step is creating an ElevenLabs account. After signing up, you'll see three main workspaces: 11 Creative, 11 Agents, and 11 API. Since we're building a Python application, click the 11 API. So this workspace is specifically designed for developers who want to connect their applications to ElevenLabs using its official API. Once you're inside the 11 API dashboard, look at the left sidebar and click the API keys under the Configure section. If this is your first time using the API, you'll see a Create Key button. So click it to generate a new API key. Give your key a recognizable name if prompted. Let's say Calcifer. And then click this Create Key. Your API will appear only once, so copy it immediately and store it somewhere secure. Never share this key publicly or upload it to GitHub, since anyone with access to it could make requests using your account. Now let's move to Python. Make sure Python is installed on your computer. Open your terminal on your VS Code. Click the three dots and select New Terminal. So make sure Python is installed on your computer. Now create a project. Inside a folder, you create a virtual environment to keep your project's packages organized. Activate the virtual environment and then install the official ElevenLabs Python SDK using pip. Once the installation finishes, create a new Python file for your project, and instead of writing your API key directly into your code, save it as an environment variable. This is considered the safest and most professional approach because it prevents your credentials from being accidentally exposed. Next, import the ElevenLabs library and initialize the client using your API key. Now you're ready to generate your first AI voice. Write a short text such as a welcome message or a simple greeting. Choose a voice ID from your available voices or use one of the default voices included with your account and send a request to the text-to-speech API. Within a few seconds, ElevenLabs processes your request and return audio data. And save the returned audio as an MP3 file and then play it on your computer. And congratulations! You've built your first Python application powered by ElevenLabs. Now let's talk about a few common mistakes beginners make. The first is using an invalid or expired API key. If your script returns an authentication error, double check that you're using the correct key from the API keys page and that it has been copied correctly. The second mistake is forgetting to install the required Python package before running the script. If Python reports that it can't find the ElevenLabs module, simply install or update the SDK before trying again. Another common issue is exceeding the free tier usage limits. So if you've generated a large amount of speech, your account may temporarily prevent additional requests until your quota resets or you upgrade your plan. Also remember that API features evolve over time. If you encounter unexpected errors, check the official API documentation to confirm you're using the latest SDK version and the current syntax. And once your basic project is working, you can expand it even further. You can allow users to type custom text, select different AI voices, generate multilingual speech, save audio automatically, or integrate ElevenLabs into desktop apps, website, Discord bots, or Flask and Fast API applications. The combination of Python and ElevenLabs gives you the flexibility to build everything from simple voice generators to advanced AI-powered products. The best part is that you can start experimenting with the API using the free tier before deciding whether you need a paid subscription for larger projects. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.